Hi, I'm Scott Hetrick. What's new on Blue this week? How about a bit of a revolutionary new movie premiering on Blu-ray disc and DVD from Disney? The movie is Tinker Bell, and it's Walt Disney's first fully computer-animated feature-length movie premiering directly on Blu-ray disc and DVD. It's also the first movie in which Tinker Bell speaks, at least in a language we can understand. One of the most expensive Disney DVD premiere productions, this movie has been in the works for about 5 years and was initially to be the driver of the Disney Fairies merchandise line. Who better to work on such an important project than Brad Raymond, who directed 2 Disney DVD exclusive award-winning sequels, The Hunchback of Notre Dame 2 and The Lion King 1.5, the latter for which he also won Best Director. Brad was kind enough to sit down with us and talk about the process of creating this landmark movie, Tinker Bell, and the process of working with Pixar's John Lasseter.
Hi, my name is Brad Raymond. I'm the director of Tinker Bell. This is one of my favorite characters of all time. You want to do the right thing by her, make the story as good as it can be. And Mae Whitman is the voice of Tinker Bell, and if you remember, Tinker Bell talked in Peter Pan, but it just sounds like jingling bells. And so what we're doing in this movie is going into the world of Pixie Hollow, where fairies are, where they live. It's in their secret world. When they're together in that world, it made sense that we could understand them within that world. But once they're in our world, it would still be jingling bells. We wanted to be true to that mythology. And so we were looking for the right voice. Who is going to be the voice of Tinker Bell? And we listened to hundreds of different voices. As soon as I heard her, I just knew that's Tinker Bell. And she almost has a little jingle to her voice that kind of rings off. It's just she just has a great voice. And she was able to kind of capture all the different facets of Tinker Bell's personality with just her voice.
Mine is a rare talent. Ugh, baby chipmunks can't eat the whole nut, right? Their little teeth can't chew big bites.
So she really was amazing. With 2D animation, you have you're looking at flat paintings and you have to simulate camera moves. What was so exciting about this is you could show the world of the fairies by actually moving the camera through this world. And also the use of light and the pixie dust. Right. The character leaves the screen, the blur. You don't have that in 2D animation. The very first meeting with John Lasseter, he brought in a book. In fact, it's the Realm of the Never Fairies, which is a Disney publishing book, which sort of talks about a little bit of the mythology of the fairies, of the Disney fairies. And he was inspired by that book, and he came in and he just made it so much more magical. It was just a great restart. He was so enthusiastic and excited about Tinker Bell. He loves Tinker Bell, loves the Disney fairies. He's a teacher. He really is a great teacher, and he's done everything. We all just put our head together and talked about what this world's mythology would be, and it was John that said it has to do with something with nature. It should be that fairies bring the changing of the seasons to the world, and it was just such a great, relatable idea that he's so great with monsters in your closet and toys that your toys come alive when you're not there. Something you can relate to instantly, and kids always ask, who changes the leaves from summer into autumn, and who makes the frost on the window panes and dewdrops on grass blades. Fairies did it, so it kind of answers that question. It just makes it very magical. And then got to work with John and his team on the songs and the score. It was like going back to film school. Every time we showed him anything, he would add something amazing to it that you just like, how come I didn't think of that? You're learning as you're making the movie too. There are 4 movies, 3 different directors that are doing the next 3 Tinker Bell movies, but they're all original stories. The first movie is Tinker Bell's origin story, and we see how the fairies bring spring to the world. And the next movie is how they bring autumn to the world, Tinker Bell and the Lost Treasure, and that's in production. They're actually getting a lot of color back now. And the third movie is Midsummer Storm. They haven't started production, but they're in pre-production storyboards. And then the movie, which doesn't have a title yet, it's about winter, is the story is being developed right now. They come after this movie, but the time before she met Peter Pan. A friend of mine sent her a little Tinker Bell toy and sent this little thank you. Isn't that cute? Quinn O'Hara. A little stamp here. Isn't that great? I don't have a Blu-ray player yet, but I'm looking forward to getting one. They gave us a demonstration, and it is absolutely amazing. I mean, you wouldn't believe the difference. It's like looking at film, like you're seeing something on film, and it's so vibrant. It's like you're actually there. I was blown away by the demonstration. It really is amazing.
I'm Scott Hetrick for New on Blue and DVD 2.